just kind of like, this is the guidelines, right? So let's talk about the origin of this 1-2 rule. It really didn't come from direct measurements of health outcomes. Essentially, it's researchers that calculated, for vigorous intensity exercise, you're burning about twice as many calories as you do for moderate intensity exercise. So it's really comes down to energy expenditure, not health outcomes.
Yeah, and that was kind of like the biggest, not surprise to me because I've, known about this stuff for a long time, but when you really dig into it, it's like, what's the foundation of these recommendations? It is based on the idea of this thing called metabolic equivalent or metabolic equivalent of task. People maybe will have heard that referred to as METs or METS. And basically it is just what's the caloric expenditure of these various different activities. If, you're doing a light activity, that might be somewhere between, like 0 to 3 METs, moderate activity, 3 to 6 METs, vigorous activity over 6 METs. And it's basically saying what's your oxygen consumption or your, calorie burn during these activities. And so by that logic, yes, moderate activity, you burn, that might be 3 to 6 METs. Well, if you're going harder than that, that's double the METs, double the caloric expenditure. So you need half as much physical activity to get the same health benefit as the more moderate intensity activity. So that kind of formed the foundation of that either 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous, 150 to 300 minutes of moderate. And it makes sense logically, but